Hi, I'm Dr. Bertice Berry, and I want to tell you a story. It's not the story I want to tell, but very often I tell people, tell the one that comes up, because it's the story that somebody needs to hear. And the first somebody that needs to hear it is you. Anyway, I worked in the post office in my undergrad, and on Saturdays and throughout the week, you put in notices when people got a package. And everybody I knew always got a package. My friend Rhonda got great packages. Her mother made the most delicious brownies. And when Rhonda got a package, everybody was standing around waiting for Rhonda's to open it because of those brownies. And sometimes her mother and father would send me a package with my name on it, with those brownies in it. It was like, yes, it was really wonderful. Anyway, I said to my mother once, no one ever sends me a package, and I work in the post office, and I have to put all the notices of everybody else's packages in the box, but nobody sends me a package. So my mother sent me a package, and it was a box of cookie mix, some candies that I like from home. Um, I think there was a sticky bun because I used to really love sticky buns. And I remember thinking, what in the world am I supposed to do with the cookie mix? I don't have an oven. I don't have a stove to make this. I don't have anything to mix it in, to put it. What is she thinking? And it was several years. Like, I didn't tell anybody what was in my thing. I didn't, I just kind of like, whatever. Why even bother? It was several years before I remembered how far the grocery store was from our house. And how far the post office was, because you couldn't just mail it from your house. I remembered how little she had. And I remembered how much I loved chocolate chip cookies. And she knew that. She didn't know that I didn't have a stove. She had never been to college. She didn't know how we were living or what a dorm room was like. She didn't know. And yet she walked to the grocery store. She walked to the post office. She had someone wrap those things. And she sent them to me. And I looked at that precious gift through the lens of what everyone else got and what they had, rather than through the lens of what she could give and what she had done. And when I realized that years later, I felt that shame and guilt that comes from not knowing, not looking closely enough. And then I learned to put it down, to put that shame down. And fortunately for me, my mother was still alive when I recognized that, and I could thank her properly for that gift. Tomorrow we celebrate the feast of the saints, the souls that have gone before us, our loved ones, our family, our friends who've gone before us. We celebrate their lives, their memories, what I call spirit memories. And if you are holding a thing that you couldn't see clearly because you were looking through the lens of what other people had and did, and not through the lens of what it actually was, it's your time to put down that stuff. Have a conversation with that loved one and say, I didn't know. And they will quickly say to you, I know. You couldn't have known. You couldn't have seen. You couldn't have understood. And now that you do, walk in that. I love you.